Hello and welcome to the Madhouse with you, boy Jesse. It is a real pleasure to be with you today. I am an American man currently living out my adventure here in the beautiful Philippines. By day, I am just a guy who loves bright sunsets and a ridiculously good cup of coffee. By night, or really any time the caffeine kicks in, I am pursuing a master's in space studies completely online. This means my entire academic life. Lectures on orbital mechanics, exams on spacecraft propulsion, happens through a little glowing box on my desk. I travel, I explore, and I lean on my Catholic faith to make sense of this wild journey. But let me tell you something I have learned the hard way. All the faith and good coffee in the world cannot save you when your internet decides to take a vacation during a live-timed final exam. It is a unique kind of panic, watching that buffering wheel spin while the clock ticks down. It is a modern academic horror story. So, I have made it my personal mission to figure this whole thing out. I have navigated the jungle of ISPs, data caps, mysterious outages, so that you do not have to stumble through it alone. Let's be honest for a moment. For an online student, the internet is not just a utility. It is our classroom. It is our library. It is our study group. It is the invisible thread that connects us to our professors, to our classmates, to our entire education. When that thread gets weak or snaps, everything falls apart. You need a connection strong enough for high-definition video calls so you can actually see the professor's slides and not just a pixelated blur. You do not want your voice cutting out like a robot in a sci-fi movie during a group presentation. It's distracting for everyone and most stressful for you. Beyond live classes, think about other digital tasks you perform. You need to download lecture notes, research papers, sometimes entire textbooks, gigabytes in size. Then you have to upload your own work, a simple 2-page essay, a massive video project, a complex design file. Slow upload speeds turn 5-minute tasks into hour-long ordeals. Progress bar, barely moving. And do not even get me started on timed online tests. A connection that drops mid-exam can lead to a frantic email to your professor, hoping they believe your story. The Philippines' internet landscape is a beautiful, chaotic mix. It is a place of incredible contrasts. In parts of Manila and Cebu, world-class fiber speeds. Drive an hour or two, and the only reliable option may be a mobile signal that hides with the weather. That variability is why you can't pick a provider at random. You must be a strategist. You must be a planner. Know the specific options in your barangay. First step to academic peace. This is not about luxury. This is about necessity. A stable internet connection reduces stress and lets you focus on learning. It lets you participate fully. Submit work confidently. Take exams without technical panic. Having an internet plan is as important as a study schedule. It's the foundational tool your online learning is built on. All right, class, let us map out the terrain. When you are hunting for good internet in the Philippines, you will find several different species in the wild. Each has its own strengths, weaknesses, and natural habitat. Understanding them is key to choosing the right one for your academic needs. We are not just looking for speed, we are looking for reliability, the loyal friend who shows up every single time. So, let's break down the main options you will encounter. I will give you the simple pros and cons for each. No confusing jargon allowed. First up, fiber to the home, or just fiber. This is the gold standard. It uses fancy glass cables to deliver internet at incredible speeds. It is what you want if you can get it. DSL cable. They are more widely available than fiber, but are generally slower and can be less stable. Think of them as the reliable but not so flashy sedans of the internet world. They will get you there, just not at race car speeds. Then we enter the world of mobile connectivity. Mobile data, 4G or 5G SIM card in your phone or a dedicated modem. This is your go anywhere, do anything option. Portable Wi-Fi, pocket Wi-Fi. It is a small battery-powered box that takes a SIM card and creates a personal hotspot for your laptop and other devices. It is your personal internet bubble, perfect for studying at a coffee shop or even on a bus if you are feeling adventurous. Finally, we have the specialists. For those living in truly remote, off-the-grid locations where no cables or cell towers dare to go, there is satellite internet. This involves a dish that talks to satellites in orbit, often more expensive and weather-sensitive. but sometimes the only option. And let us not forget the humble Wi-Fi cafe or co-working space. These are public places that offer internet access for the price of a coffee or a day pass. Lifesavers in a pinch, but noisy and less private. With the lay of the land set, let us zoom into the most reliable path for most online students. Let us take a closer look at the heavyweight champion, fiber. When we talk about fiber optic internet, we are talking about the best of the best for online learning. It works by sending data as pulses of light through incredibly thin strands of glass. That sounds like science fiction, I know, but the result is pure magic. Blazing fast speeds, rock-solid stability. This connection does not flinch during a thunderstorm or when your whole neighborhood streams at once. For a student, this means smooth video lectures, instant uploads of large project files, a lag-free experience during live discussions. The main players in the Philippine fiber game are PLDT Home Fiber, Globe at Home Fiber, and Converge ICT. These are the big three, racing to expand coverage. In major cities like Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao, a typical entry-level plan might offer speeds of 50 to 100 Mbps, more than enough for any student's needs. Prices can be reasonable, often starting around 1,500 to 2,000 per month. However, there is a catch. The biggest downside is availability. Like a rare American peanut butter. Fantastic if you find it, but not in every corner store. Infrastructure hasn't reached every town or even every street in some cities. Installation can take time, sometimes weeks. Do some recon work. Before signing a lease, ask the landlord and neighbors which fiber providers are active. If fiber is available and fits your budget, my official teacher recommendation is make it your top choice. The peace of mind is invaluable. The difference between studying with confidence and studying with constant low-level anxiety about your connection. With fiber, you can have multiple devices running, laptop for class, phone for research, even background music, without that dreaded buffering symbol. It is the strong foundation for a successful, stress-free online academic career. Section 5. Mobile Data and Portable Wi-Fi. Your nomadic study companions. Now let us talk about freedom. What if your study space is not always your desk? What if it is a coffee shop one day, a friend's house the next, or even a quiet beach during a weekend trip? This is where mobile internet becomes your best friend. The two main ways to harness this power are through a SIM card in your phone or tablet, or by using a dedicated portable Wi-Fi device. These options give you the flexibility to learn from almost anywhere with a cell signal, perfect for on-the-go students or as a reliable backup plan. Mobile data using a 4G or 5G SIM from providers like Globe, Smart, or the newer Dido is the most straightforward option. You can simply turn your smartphone into a hotspot and connect your laptop. The beauty is simplicity and widespread availability. Cell towers are in far more places than fiber. In many urban areas, 5G speeds can rival home broadband. Drawbacks: data caps and signal consistency, especially indoors. Pocket Wi-Fi is a dedicated specialist, a tiny hotspot with often better antennas, saving your phone battery and giving more consistent signal. Cons remain: data caps, signal strength, and keep it charged. A power bank helps. For movers, combine. Use home or cafe Wi-Fi when you can, but always keep a mobile plan ready. Consider buying a data-heavy promo specifically for exam weeks. A large chunk of high-speed data valid for 7 days can save your GPA. Mobile internet is about strategic use. It is your versatile, adaptable tool for staying connected wherever your studies take you. Let's talk about something every seasoned online student learns, often the hard way. Your primary internet will fail you. It is not a matter of if, but when. It could be a local outage, a cut cable down the street, sudden system-wide maintenance from your provider. In these moments, panic is not a strategy. A plan is. Having a solid backup system is the single most important thing you can do to protect your grades and your sanity. It is your academic insurance policy. And today, we are going to figure out how to set yours up. When the internet's down, use phone hotspot. Go to a backup cafe. Access offline files. Your first line of defense is a secondary, different type of internet source. If your main connection is fiber or DSL at home, your best backup is mobile data. This means having a SIM card from a different provider than your home internet if possible. For example, If you have PLDT fiber, get a smart SIM card for your backup, or get a Daito SIM card for your backup. Keep this SIM topped up with a small data promo at all times, or at least have a plan to load it quickly when needed. The next step in your backup plan is knowing your physical escape routes. Before an emergency happens, scout your neighborhood. Find nearby coffee shops. Find co-working spaces. Find a public library with reliable Wi-Fi. Go there, buy a coffee, test their connection. Run a speed test, see how crowded it gets. Know their hours of operation. Keep this list on your phone so before a big deadline you are not scrambling. You just grab your laptop bag and head to your pre-approved backup location. Finally, always have offline versions of your most important materials. Use Google Drive or Dropbox for offline sync. Before a big exam or presentation, download all readings, slides, and notes directly to your laptop's drive. Even without internet for a bit, you can still study. And always communicate. If you face a prolonged outage, email your professor from your phone as soon as possible. Being a student often means living on a budget. You are balancing tuition, rent, food, the occasional sanity-saving coffee. The last thing you need is an internet bill that looks like a car payment. The good news, you can get reliable internet in the Philippines without selling a kidney. It just requires smart shopping, strategic planning, and knowing where to find deals. Being frugal is not settling, it is spending smart. First, always look for student discounts or special promos. While not as common here as in the US, some ISPs and mobile providers offer student deals, especially at the start of a school year. It never hurts to ask. More commonly, you will find promotional rates for new customers. Great if you are moving into a new place. You may get lower monthly rates for the first 6 or 12 months. Exam day is the Super Bowl for an online student. It is the moment when everything has to work perfectly. You have studied for weeks, but all of that can be undone by a technical glitch. You need an exam day ritual, a pre-flight checklist, just like a pilot inspects their plane before takeoff. Inspect your digital setup. This simple process slashes anxiety. The night before, charge everything, laptop, phone, portable Wi-Fi, power bank, to 100%. Do not assume you will have time in the morning. If you have a backup pocket Wi-Fi or backup SIM, make sure it is loaded with data. Turn it on, connect your laptop, browse a few sites, and confirm it works. 1 hour before start, plug your laptop into your router with an Ethernet cable. Wired is more stable than Wi-Fi. It eliminates interference. Then restart your router for a fresh connection. Close anything you do not need. Streaming music, chat apps, background software. Log into your exam portal and join the call about 15 minutes early. Test your camera and mic. Run one final speed test. Keep your ISP's support number and your student ID written down next to you. By following this checklist, you take control of your technology. Turn stress into a reliable tool for your success. We have covered a lot of ground today, from the mighty fiber optic cables to the humble backup SIM card. Choosing the right internet here is a journey, but it is one you are now equipped to navigate. It is about your needs, local options, and always having a plan B. A stable connection transforms online school from frustrating to smooth. Plan ahead, test your speeds, and lock in your backups. If you found these tips helpful, subscribe to the channel and click that like button. Share this with a classmate. Then comment your city or town, your provider, and how it is working. Your experience could be exactly what someone needs. This journey, especially living abroad, takes resilience, discipline, and a good sense of humor. You have got this. And as always, friends, know that you are valuable and you matter. God bless and peace.